I'm so excited to announce our first art gathering retreat meeting in Vienna this spring. When is this happening? May 7th till May 11th in Vienna, Austria. And what is going to happen? We are going to explore the city. I will share with you my favorite museums, cafes, parks, if weather allows for it, during those days. And we will also have some time for sketching. But really, the goal of this gathering is to experience Vienna together with someone who has been visiting the city for over 20 years now. And I just love it. So my personal story with Vienna is that when I met my now husband, he was living in Vienna. I was not living in Austria. And I got to experience Vienna and get to know him all at the same time in the mid 2000s. So this was back in 2004, 5, 6. So I spent all of my vacations in Vienna, and a few years later we moved to Austria, not to Vienna, but I kept going back repeatedly because, first of all, it's an incredibly beautiful city. It's very classic European, but it's also very walkable, and it's just elegant. It has some great museums, and I will show you all my favorite ones, and we will have guided tours in some of them and then free time to explore in others. Those tours will be just for us. And it's just a curated Vienna experience from an artist point of view. Now, originally, I wasn't planning on teaching a lot of art during this because this is only for a weekend. So basically, we have like 3.5 days. And I really want to take the opportunity. For some of us, it'll be first time in Vienna. For others, they haven't been in many years. The group is obviously not full, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video, but it is half full. So there are a few places left. It's a very small group. This retreat is just for women, but if there are requests for a mixed one, then I will definitely consider that. So the group is half full. And I have to tell you that nobody there knows each other. So if you're worried about feeling alone and there are like other cliques of people, nobody knows each other. Everyone is coming alone, and we will get to know each other during that time. Now, what was my thinking behind this? So normally, artist retreats are 7 or 8 days, and they're very focused on creating artwork, which is amazing, and that's fantastic. And honestly, I would love to go to such a retreat at some point, but also for the most part, they start at like $4,000, $4,500, and that's without the travel. Many times it's like international travel or, transatlantic travel. So that's a big addition. And not everyone has the budget or the time for such a long and expensive trip. And also, I think there are a lot of us, at least in my audience that I know of, that they're not necessarily full-time artists that will take the time and the budget to spend hours in the studio painting. And that is why I really wanted to create kind of a shorter gathering that was mostly focused on experiencing a place and being inspired by the art and the museums and the architecture and the food, of course. Of course, there's going to be delicious Austrian food. But to kind of more like gather inspiration and spend time with other artists and see beautiful things. And yes, paint a little bit and sketch a little bit. And of course, there's going to be like an afternoon dedicated to the art store because Vienna has a huge, glorious art store, but more focused on those aspects as opposed to actually like painting for hours every day. So obviously this is not for everyone, and I'm looking for like the perfect fit And how do you know if this is right for you? You know that if everything that I'm saying sounds like oh, yes, that's exactly what I want. I want to go to Vienna and see the city with someone who is, I'm like a half tourist, I guess. I mean, I've been visiting that city for decades and I have like my favorite places and I've explored a lot of it. So I want to share all of that with you. So we'll be going to museums. Some of them will be with guided tours and then others we will be like free to walk around. And those are, in my opinion, like the best. There are plenty of museums in Vienna, but I will choose, I have already chosen the best ones. And we will go to beautiful cafes and absorb the famous Viennese cafe culture. If the weather allows for it, we will also spend time in the beautiful parks of Vienna. Vienna is like 50% park and green territory, so we will definitely enjoy that. We'll go to the art store. We will go to fun restaurants. We'll do like a food tour, food experience. We'll go to the famous flea food market in Vienna. And of course, I will be there and we will spend some time painting and sketching. You'll also get a lovely goodie bag. We are staying at a hotel that is right in the center of Vienna, so we will mostly be walking around. This is important because you have to be able to walk around easily. We will be walking for most of the day and we'll just take public transportation one time to the art store because that one is a little bit, it's not like in the center. And you will get all kinds of like other bonuses, like a map of the city with my favorite spots for that little bit of free time that we will have. I will also put a little bit of free time in the schedule, but of course, you know, you don't have to join every activity if you prefer to be more on your own. It's really just like a very unique experience. I haven't seen anyone else do something like this. And I'm really excited that, as I've mentioned, it's already half full and there are a few places left. So I will leave a link with all of the details below. I am organizing the hotel and I will be staying in the hotel, and till now, everyone that joined are also staying in the hotel. But if you prefer to make your own arrangements and maybe look for something that is a little bit more budget friendly, maybe something that is not so central, and then for sure it'll be more budget friendly, you can also join just the retreat. I honestly have no desire to be like a travel agent. I just wanted to have that option of, you know, a really central and nice hotel that I've stayed in multiple times. I wanted to offer that to people who prefer to kind of know that everything is arranged and they don't have to do anything. But if you're more of an independent traveler, there is an option just to join us for our retreat activities. Or, you know, if you live in Vienna and you want to join us, then that option is also available to you. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm really excited about it. I will say that there is a little bit of a time urgency here. We will probably close registration till the end of this week. So that gives you a few days to think about it. But if you want to join, then now is the time. You can also email me or DM me on Instagram or leave me a comment if you have any questions, if you want more information. But first, check the link and read. All the details are there. All the prices are there. I'm not there's no mystery here, no surprises. I'm just really, really excited about sharing Vienna with like-minded creatives. It's also a very international group. So while, you know, Vienna, Austria is a German-speaking country, the group speaks English and we will be doing all of the activities and the tours and all of that in English. I think that's everything. So I hope that you will join us. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.